Hello everyone, welcome to CodeChef. Myself Jwala Chaurasi and today we are going to solve the problem which came into starters 207. The name of the problem is MAKESUB and the problem code is MAKESUB. The difficulty rating of the problem is cakewalk and the prerequisite is adult. Let's start with reading the problem statement over here. So guys, problem says there is a canvas with n total cells and each cell can be painted white or black. Currently the state of the board can be represented by a binary string s where s of I is equal to 1 if and only if the ith call in the canvas is painted black and s of I is equal to 0 otherwise. We want the black cells to form a contiguous subarray, that is if cell x and y are colored black then all cells z between the two must also be black. Note that if there are no black cells, this condition is satisfied. You can only change the color of a cell from white to black, but not the other way around. Find the minimum number of changes needed. Input format. The first line of input will contain a single integer t, denoting the number of test cases. Each test case consists of multiple lines of input. The first line of each test case contains n, the number of cells. The second line contains s, a binary string of size n. Output format. For each test case, output on a new line the minimum number of cells that need to be changed from white to black such that the black cells form a contiguous subarray. Constraint for t lies from 1 to 100, for n lies from 1 to 100, for s of I belongs to 0, 1. So guys, now let's understand the sample test case and the question more precisely over here. So guys, this question is pretty much straightforward to understand. It says that there is a canvas with n total cells and each cell can be painted white or black currently, and the state of the board can be represented by a binary string where s of I equal to 1 represents if that is ith cell canvas is painted black and s of I equal to 0 when white. Okay, so otherwise basically. So you want the black cells to form a contiguous subarray. That is if cell x and y are black, all the cells between them should be black. So the cell z between the two must also be black basically. Okay, so note that if there are no black cells, this condition is satisfied. So that we have to noting that if there are no black cells, okay, this condition is satisfied. You can only change the color of a cell from white to black, but not the other way. Find the minimum number of changes needed. Okay, remember this condition and what we want. Okay, now let's take the first test case. I've got 2 as n and the string binary string 0 0. So as you can see that there are no black cells, all are white, right? So we don't have to do any changes, right? So there are no, so the condition is satisfied according to this written over here. So the output is simply 0. Now let's take the another test case, guys. So the another test case would be 3 1 0 1. Okay, so we can color the second cell and all of them would be black basically. For them this x to y between them is also black. Okay, so again so we have to do one transformation, right? For this, so output is 1. So guys, I think the test cases are pretty much clear. Now let's move toward the simple solution. If there are initially no black cells, so every cell is white, then nothing needs to paint it, right? The condition is satisfied in that case. Otherwise, let the leftmost black cell be at index L and the rightmost black cell be at index R. Observe that no matter what, all cells from L to R need to end up black, either from being initially black or we paint them black. Otherwise, the black cells can't be connected. Further, it's clearly useless to paint any cell to the left or to the right of R. So the solution is simply find L the leftmost black cell, find R the rightmost black cell. The answer is the number of white cells in the range L to R. This can be computed by just iterating through the range and counting them all alternately by noting that this count equals the length of the segment L, R minus the number of black cells, right? So guys, I think the solution is pretty much clear, straightforward solution. Now let's move toward the simple C++ code. So guys, this is my simple C++ code. I took the input for all the test cases as well as my binary string. I initialized left equal to -1, right equal to -2 and did the following operation. At the last, I'm count number of ones over here, and at the last I'm simply printing my answer. And as you can see that guys, I have got my C++ code, right? Now let's move toward the Python code. So similar Python code, guys, I took the input for all the test cases as well as my binary string. I initialized left and right to equally -1 -2. I ran a for loop and did my following operation. At the last I'm simply printing my answer. And as you can see that guys, I have got my Python code right. So guys, I think the solution, the code and the approach is pretty much clear. Now let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much guys for watching our videos.